How to make a personal portfolio using Canva. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step on how you can build your personal portfolio using Canva. So let's get started. Now, Canva is an underrated website building tool because Canva allows you to create amazing one-page websites or landing pages. So for a personal portfolio, you wouldn't need a lot of pages anyways, and you can easily build that in Canva. For that, you can click on website over here. And once you click on website, this will open up a blank canvas. Now on the left, you have design and then you have templates, and you can explore some templates available. You can even search for the type of website you're looking for by searching for portfolio websites. You can even search for a specific niche. So if you are a designer, an architect, an engineer, you can easily search for that over here. And you can click on the particular portfolio website template and explore all of the different pages. If you like a particular style, you can apply that, or you can choose to start building your website step by step using a blank canvas. Now, we're going to first customize some elements of a template, and then I'm going to show you guys how you can add your own pages. So I'm going to go with this template over here. I'm going to apply all 7 pages, and keep in mind, Canva does not allow you to create a multi-page website. Instead, you have one page or a landing page style website. However, you can actually make it multi-page, which I will be discussing at the end of this video. So this is our template, which is a portfolio for a photographer. So I'm going to change this into whoever the name, the name of your business or your name is. So Lily Davis, and let's say this is going to be my photography portfolio, like this. And then I'm going to select photography portfolio and reduce the font size because I want it to be in one line, like this. And then on the bottom, I'm going to ungroup these elements and then delete this one. Now, I want to include a button which allows people to directly be sent to the recent projects or featured project section. So for that, I'm going to go into elements and I'm going to go into shapes. And under shapes, I'm just going to select the square, select a color like this. And within that, I'm going to actually place some design elements because I don't want it to look very boring as it is looking right now. So I'm going to place it over here, go back into elements, go back into shapes, select this dotted line, and I'm going to change the color of the dotted line to white, place it right on this square, and make it fit within the square. Once I've done that, I'm just going to reposition the line. So the line has 2 fixed points. I'm going to place it right at the edges like so. No, I want this to be slightly within the element. So I'm going to place it over here and then use the arrow key on my keyboard. Then I'm going to do Command C and Command V, and then I'm going to place this over here and then drag it to the bottom, just making it equidistant like so. So it's equidistant from the edges. Then I'm going to go into text, add a simple subheading, and add a featured work. And then I'm going to change the font from the top right. I'm going to go with this one. And I think I misspelled the word work. I'm just going to retype this and then place it over here. Once I've placed it over here, I'm just going to play around with the font size to make sure it's something that looks nice. Then once I've done that, I have a really interesting button. Now I'm going to select all these elements together and I can group them. And when you have grouped elements, it's just really easy to manage that item, and it won't be, one of the elements won't be moved singularly, everything is moved together. Now it's time to actually hyperlink this. So when you connect everything together, you can't actually hyperlink it, so you're going to have to ungroup it, select it together, and when you select it together, click on link. Then I'm going to link it to page number 3, I think. I'm going to featured work, pages in this document, page number 4, done. And once I've done that, I can just lock this in. And just like that, we have our own customized button. Now, if I scroll down, I can proceed with editing more elements. So if you want to ever add another page, for example, I don't like the style of this bio page, I can just click on delete on the left. And then once I've clicked on delete, I can click on add page on the bottom. Once you add a blank page, it's a really simple way to design it. First off, I'm going to place it at the original space for the bio, which is right under the home page. So to do this, I'm going to click on this arrow on the left and move it up like this. And I'm going to make it the second page like so. Once I've placed the blank page at the position I want it to be at, I am going to click on design on the left, and then you can click on layouts. Once you click on layouts, it actually shows you some blank layouts that you can use. Let's say for my bio, I want a text heavy layout. So for a text heavy layout, I'm just going to search for the one that I like, and I think I like this one. So from here, I can provide information. So first off, I'm going to select this section, and I'm going to add bio. Then in the image section, I'm going to go into elements and search for a model's image. You can upload your own images, obviously. Ideally, you should be uploading your own images, but I'm just using this random image off the internet like so. Then on the right, I can start adding information. Now, if you want to change font styles across your entire page, you don't have to manually select everything, even if you don't have Canva Premium. You can select everything together, click on the font, and you will see, because this is grouped, it's not showing the font. I'm going to ungroup the elements, and then you can see the font is displayed. I can click on the font from here, and I can select which font I want to apply. So I can apply whichever font that I prefer, like so. And just like that, we have all of our fonts cohesively changed. And this is how you can start building your own portfolio. You have so many different varieties of visual elements, graphics, buttons, shapes, and tools in Canva, which really give you a space to explore your creativity. And you can easily design any type of portfolio. Once your design is complete, you can click on preview on the top, and this is how your basic website is going to look. Once your website looks nice, click on publish website and you will get a free domain name. And once you do that, you can also click on get a domain to purchase your own domain. However, to bring or link your own domain, you do need to have Canva Premium. Otherwise, on the free version of Canva, you can just use their default domain. Then you're going to click on publish site and your website will be published. Now, in addition to this, if you still want to add a navigation menu onto your Canva website, you're going to have to first off edit the design. Then let's say I want to build a separate page for my project. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to exit this website, then build a brand new website that is just going to display my work, and then hyperlink the second website into the first website. So this can be pretty extensive, and for personal portfolios, I think it's too much of a hassle, but some people do prefer to do it. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I'm going to publish this website. And I'm just going to republish this and I'll show you guys how that kind of navigation works, because I've created two different websites that are interlinked between each other in this particular website that I've created. And if I click on styling portfolio, it's going to lead me to a separate website. Whereas, or if I click on view our styling, both of these are links to a different website. You guys can see this has changed on the top and this is a different page. And if I click back on Lily Davis, it leads me back to the singular original website. So you can do that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or queries, you can leave those in the comment box down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say.